Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, I'm here to talk about success. The first rule of success is to have a vision. You see, if you don't have a vision of where you go, and if you don't have a goal where you go, you drift around and you never end up anywhere. That was something I learned early in life. Growing up in post-war Austria, born in 1947, life was tough. Opportunities were scarce. Dreams felt distant. And yet, even in a small town with modest circumstances, I stumbled upon my vision, a dream that ignited a fire I had never known before. I didn't love Austria growing up. I couldn't imagine myself becoming a farmer or a factory worker or anything conventional that my parents envisioned for me. They wanted normalcy, security, and stability. But their vision was not mine. Mine was entirely different. I felt destined for something bigger, something unique, something extraordinary. I wanted to break out, not just geographically, but in every sense of the word. It all changed the day I was 11. At school, they showed a documentary about America. The towering skyscrapers, the six-lane freeways, the immense bridges, the vastness of possibility. It captured me. That moment planted a seed. That's where I want to be, I thought. I didn't just want to escape Austria. I wanted to become someone remarkable. I wanted to sculpt my body, become a champion, and eventually make a life for myself where the sky was the limit. Then came Reg Park, the three-time Mr. Universe and Hercules on the big screen. I saw him and thought, this is my blueprint. Every fiber of my being resonated with the idea that this was my calling. I wanted to be a bodybuilding champion. I wanted to act in films. I wanted to achieve financial independence and fame. But more than that, I wanted to turn my vision into reality. And that is the first rule of success. Have a vision. When you have a goal, life becomes easier, even joyful. People used to ask me why I could train for 5, 6 hours a day, sweating through endless repetitions with a smile on my face. The answer was simple. Every rep, every set, every ounce of effort brought me closer to the Mr. Universe title. I didn't see the squats, the bench presses, or the sit-ups as work. They were stepping stones toward my dream. With a clear vision, even the hardest work becomes exciting. By age 20, I traveled to London to compete in the Mr. Universe contest, determined to become the youngest champion ever. I knew exactly where I was going. Most people never feel that certainty in life. They drift. They follow paths others laid out for them. But when you have a vision, your direction is unmistakable. You wake up every day with purpose, and work no longer feels like a chore. It feels like progress. Purpose is what separates the fulfilled from the frustrated. In America, 74% of people dislike their jobs. Across Europe, it's not much different. The reason is simple. They are working without purpose, following routines that feel arbitrary, letting life pass by without clarity. Purpose transforms hard work into play, challenges into opportunities, and effort into results. My journey didn't stop at bodybuilding. I carried that vision into politics. I had a clear political goal to become the governor of California. That was the ultimate title I could achieve at the time, given that I wasn't born in America and couldn't run for president. People doubted me. They said it wasn't possible. They told me to aim smaller, to accept mediocrity. I didn't listen. I believed in my vision, and within months, I achieved what others thought was unattainable. That brings me to rule number 2. Don't listen to the naysayers. People will always tell you what you cannot do. They will insist on limits, boundaries, and impossibilities. I heard no dozens, hundreds of times. I heard, you can't do it. It's impossible. You're not ready. But I only heard of challenges. I heard the possibility. Everything that others said was impossible was simply an opportunity waiting for someone brave enough to try. Nelson Mandela said it best. Everything is impossible until someone does it. I decided to be that someone. I worked tirelessly, 5, 6 hours a day in the gym for bodybuilding. When I transitioned to acting, I brought the same intensity, studying acting, accident removal, English, and performance. I understood that greatness demands repetition, consistency, and relentless work. My first movie, Hercules in New York, was a disaster, but I didn't quit. I kept my vision alive. Soon I starred in the streets of San Francisco, Stay Hungry, and eventually Conan the Barbarian. Directors began to notice. John Milius said, if we wouldn't have had Arnold, we would have had to build one. That was a moment of validation, not for the critics who doubted me, but for myself. The very things they mocked, my accent and my physique, became my strengths. Later, The Terminator confirmed it. James Cameron noted that the accent, the physicality, and the dedication brought authenticity to the role. Rule number 3, turn weaknesses into strengths. The very traits that people criticize often hide your greatest assets. Every challenge, every perceived limitation is a chance to innovate, to adapt, and to rise above. I turned what others saw as flaws into tools for success, and so can you. And rule number 4, work harder than anyone else. Talent alone is not enough. Desire is not enough. Hard work and persistence define the difference between dreams and reality.
Every hour in the gym, every study session, every rehearsal, every opportunity seized compounded into progress. Nothing worthwhile comes without effort. Rule number 5. Start before you're ready. Waiting for the perfect moment, the perfect conditions, or the perfect approval is a trap. I moved through America, learned English, trained relentlessly, and stepped into opportunities without knowing exactly how it would unfold. Action precedes confidence. Action creates opportunity. Action teaches lessons. Waiting teaches nothing. Rule number 6. Embrace failure. Every mistake, every setback, every rejection is a lesson. Every no is feedback. Your failures are signposts pointing toward better strategies, smarter decisions, and renewed determination. I was rejected in acting schools, failed auditions, and my first films flopped. I could have quit. I didn't. And that's why success became inevitable. Rule number 7. Visualize your success. Visualization is more than daydreaming. It's a mental rehearsal. It's seeing the end result, believing in it, and aligning every action to achieve it. Every repetition, every choice, every action in my life was guided by a clear vision. The Mr. Universe title wasn't a wish, it was a destination. My first film role wasn't luck, it was preparation aligned with vision. My political career wasn't accidental, it was deliberate. Rule number 8. Learn continuously. Never stop studying, learning, and improving. I studied English, acting, accents, politics, business, and bodybuilding science. I read books, observed mentors, and sought advice. Knowledge compounds like effort. The more you learn, the more capable you become of handling bigger challenges. Rule number 9. Give back. Success is not only measured by personal achievement, but by the positive impact you create. As you rise, look for ways to inspire, mentor, and uplift others. True fulfillment comes when your success leaves a legacy that empowers others. Now, let's connect these rules into a blueprint for your life. Picture your vision, define it clearly, work relentlessly, ignore the naysayers, transform obstacles into advantages. Visualize every step, embrace failure as a teacher. Keep learning every day and always ask yourself, how can I contribute beyond myself? This is not just Arnold's journey, it's a universal truth. The principles that guided my life are the same principles that can guide yours. Your background, your circumstances, and your initial disadvantages are not limitations. They are the soil from which greatness can grow. But it begins with commitment. You must show up every day ready to act, ready to improve, ready to persevere. Ask yourself, what is your vision? Where are you going? If you don't know, find it. Search relentlessly. Experiment. Discover what ignites your passion. Once you find it, guard it fiercely. Protect it from doubt, distraction, and negativity. Work toward it consistently. Every action, no matter how small, compounds into momentum. Every choice to persist, even when it's hard, builds character. Every failure teaches lessons that success cannot. This blueprint doesn't guarantee instant results, nothing worthwhile does, but it does guarantee progress. Follow these rules consistently. Life will test you. Opportunities will seem scarce, people will laugh, doubt, and challenge you. But every one of those moments is a chance to prove yourself, to reinforce your commitment, and to advance towards your dreams. The difference between ordinary and extraordinary is not luck. It's discipline, vision, persistence, and courage. I want you to imagine yourself 5, 10, 20 years from now. The person you see, the life you want, is possible. But it begins today with your choices, your actions, and your mindset. Start small if you must, but start. Build momentum. Keep moving. Every day you act toward your vision, you're rewriting your story. You're shaping your destiny. You're becoming the person you were meant to be. Arnold Schwarzenegger didn't become a champion overnight. I didn't become a film star or a governor instantly. I didn't achieve financial independence or global recognition without relentless effort, setbacks, learning, and unwavering focus. My story proves one thing. Ordinary beginnings do not dictate extraordinary outcomes. Vision, hard work, and resilience do. So, what's your vision? Who do you want to become? How badly do you want it? Let this be your moment to commit, to act, to build your life intentionally. No more drifting, no more waiting, no more letting circumstances define you. Write your own story. Lift yourself up step by step every day. The future is yours if you dare to reach for it. Remember, success is not a destination, it's a journey, a mindset, a daily choice to show up, to persist, and to keep moving towards your dreams. Follow these rules, live by these principles, and one day when people look back at your life, they will see a legacy of vision, courage, hard work, and determination. A life truly extraordinary. You have the power. You have the tools. You have the choice. Now go and turn your vision into reality.